Okay, welcome everyone. I am Pastor Druski. I like to play family-friendly games and share them with you. Today, we're going to be playing a new Autobattler backpack manager, inventory manager game called Turnbound. It has a demo that you can get out right now, and I'm going to be playing on that. But it just added to the demo a brand new mode called a Duels mode. And so, as you'll see in a moment, when we get playing, if you do a run, it's very similar. I never played backpackbattles. My understanding is this is very similar. It's very similar, in my experience, more to something like the bazaar. If you can complete a run successfully, that character from that run will be put into your Duels back pocket, and then you can use that to battle your friends or challenge people online. And there's a win-loss record, and I can only assume that there's going to be ladders in the future. And it's a brand new feature they just added, so we're going to be checking out all of it today in one go, and it's called Turnbound. So kind of excited because we like auto-battlers, we like strategy here. They're doing a Christmassy theme right now. And so basically the idea is your soul is trapped, and you get to basically take one of these heroes and play a board game until you can escape. There's the Duels new thing there. I have one character that I won the game with, but I can potentially use this to challenge other people, but it won't make sense just yet. So we'll get to that later, but I actually have a different playtest one where I had a whole bunch, and now we're on the demo again because there's other content down the pipe. There's also things you can unlock on the progression side of things. You can there's going to be achievements and rewards and stuff like that, but there's going to be more. You can customize. There's a customization thing over here. You can have your board customized and unlocked. You know, all these fun things that you can do. Like I said, it reminds me kind of the bazaar on all that. We can pick a profile image. The hedgehog is a option. Maybe that's what I need to pick. I don't see a sheep or a shepherd or a sloth. The hedgehog will have to do. Fair enough. Okay, and all the frames are locked. We'll have to unlock them. Here we go. What's this game all about? What's it like? We like cookies. Yes, we do. In fact, I didn't want to tell anyone because I didn't want to get your hopes and my hopes up. But the kids are home from school today due to the weather, and they're making cookies. I've had one. Baby Druski apparently has had one and then stolen more along with cookie dough. And all I can say is I trained him well. But I myself have not. I am innocent. Okay, so right now there are two heroes. The third one says coming soon. So you got Robin Hood, you got Alice, you got Wukong. And the idea being is that each of these bring these abilities to the table along with unique tiles to place on the board, as well as there's like a core set of tiles that everyone gets to use. Hey Timbo, good to have you. So we can basically pick between these two. The simpler of the two is going to be Wukong, so let's just start there. Well, let's just start there. I've played a little bit of this. I'm in no way a master of it, but I've won my fair share of runs already. All right, just overlooking the board, you've got your main board in the center here. We already have our hero, and then we have some tiles, these 6 tiles, 2 on the left, 4 on the right. These are unlocked. We can maneuver things around. Then you have a shop, because this is an auto-battler. This is like the between rounds shop here. I can buy from these items. I can refresh the shop. I have 12 currency. We'll probably use dollars. I don't know. Coins. Over here, off to the right, we have 5 lives. That's the hearts. And then we need to win 10 matches to win a run. If we can get 3 in a row, we get an extra bonus, but usually it's extra life or something. And as time goes on, we can level up our hero and get special powers. So that's kind of an overview of what's going on there, including these trinkets that are part of like the progression as well. So mostly, though, you're looking at your hero in the middle, and you are... you're using your items. You're deciding what sort of items to use here. And by the way, Timbo, thank you so much for the resub. I didn't see an announcement, but Moobot caught it. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. So our hero is Wukong. He is a unique tile, so that's the U next to the hero name right there, Wukong. He's got 5 health, 2 attack. He's your hero tile. At the start of the battle, he gains 1 health per adjacent accessory. So there's going to be weapons, there's going to be like potions. Accessories is another type of thing. So he wants to be sitting next to a bunch of accessories that give him more health. If he dies, you lose. And also, he's considered a attack tile. So not every tile is. You can imagine this sword here with that being a weapon. That's an attack tile. This pistol, the scavenger's musket, is also an attack tile. It's a weapon. But the ones in the middle are not. And so, you know, we've got 12 bucks. We're going to have to decide what are we going to go with. I think I'm probably going to go with the pistol here because we also have the ammo dispenser to go with it. So this is an interesting little combo that we've got going. The pistol has 2 health of its own, does 3 damage, has 2 ammo, and then when it has no ammo, it reloads. Not every weapon will, but this one does. Its whole thing, though, is it's going to use a turn to reload, I believe. So it's going to be, you know, lose a turn. However, we can prevent that by having the ammo dispenser. Thank you, Timbo. Thank you so much for that support. So we want to have perhaps both of these. That's going to cost us 8. And then we got a couple accessories to pick from here. And I can also lock these in if I can't afford them just yet, I can lock them in. I'm not even sure what that button does. Now, we can get the Immortality Peach. And what this does is at the start of the battle, as well as if it gets destroyed, adjacent attack tiles gain health. Now, again, attack tiles includes our hero. Very important. But only when it gets destroyed do you get the full value of this peach. Now, this sword on the left, the Twin Hunger, this is interesting because it's less damage than the pistol. Doesn't have ammo, though. But when it's destroyed, it gives taunt to the adjacent accessory. Now, normally accessories and armor and things, well, armor almost always has taunt, but accessories don't. Normally, accessories don't get attacked. Only weapons and your hero, and then if you have an armor with taunt on it. But you can give taunt to things, and so this could potentially give taunt to this peach, causing the peach to get destroyed to gain the benefit, and in that meanwhile, it uses the 3 health there to be a little bit of a distraction to help keep you alive. That's a potential combo as well. So we got a combo with our ammo, we got a combo with the swords, and what's our last one here? When an adjacent attack tile spends its charges, give adjacent attack tiles 3 power. Now, I don't have any weapon option right now that does charges, so we might skip this. But what is nice is that if we did trigger that, it would give all adjacent attack tiles 3 power, which is not just the one, it'd be all of them, including potentially our hero. Now, you can have 3 weapons, at least this hero can. You can have up to 3 weapons on the board, so potentially we could buy both weapons. But the way the weapons work are a little unclear at first. So what happens is it actually triggers the weapons in order from left to right, top to bottom. So if I put my hero here and say the sword to the right of it, the hero will attack first, then the sword. But it will take turns, ourselves and our opponent. First player will only get to attack with 1 weapon, one attack with 1 weapon. Second time, like the other player, the opponent, will on their first turn, they'll get to hit with 2. When it comes back, you get a hit with 3 weapons, and then 4, and so on until everyone's hitting with everything the whole time. So that does mean whoever is upper leftmost is what you want your primary weapon to be. It's going to get more attacks right off the bat, particularly if it's something like this where, you know, whenever it spends a charge, it would then give attack to everything else. So you want to get something like that would benefit sooner. I don't really see one of those sorts of combos right now. All we would just want to make sure is whatever's hitting the hardest. So if we decide to go with the pistol, it would probably be the pistol first. If I want to do this taunt thing with the peach, we could, but I think let's just do the pistol and let's swap their positions, and the pistol should attack first. Now, the way that this thing works, it's a consumable. It whenever an adjacent attack tile with ammo attacks, give it, and then it has, you see the little bottle, that means it's consumable. This is a one-time use thing. So I can you know, alternate where it sits, and I can put it right here. And then we can just leave it like this. Now I've got $4 left. You can also unlock any tiles for $1. What I'd like to do is eventually I'd like to have this thing, say like vertical here, parked right here. And then in the tile next to it that we would have open, I would like it to be this peach to be able to give health to both. But for the moment, we're just going to put it off to the side because that will give 2 health At the battle start, I don't expect the destroy value, but it also will give 1 health because of his passive. So we're hoping to gain some extra health to survive, and we've got some damage. We are now ready for our first round. Okay, we're up against another Wukong, somebody who has a little bit more experience in this, but it's his turn 1 as well. This is asymmetric gameplay. Here, let me pause real quick. It's asymmetric gameplay, so this is a snapshot of a previous player's board. The game saves it, and then we're up against it. Very similar to what happens in the Bazaar, and I assume in other games that have PvP, I'm assuming Backpack Battles does. I've never played it. So anyway, you've already seen how our weapon, our musket, fired first, and it went for the shield, and that's because the shield has taunt. Now, the attack order is predetermined, who attacks, but what they target is random unless it's a taunt. Now, if there's more than one taunt, it'll be random amongst the taunts. But we had to target this shield because it has taunt. That's the purple background because it's taunting. So it has 5 life. We've taken out 3 of it. My hero is about to attack. It should finish this thing off. Now, we do a little bit more damage than he does, but I don't have a taunt. So if he ends up targeting my hero consistently here, it might be a problem. So there goes his taunt. Back to him. He's going to take out my weapon, which is sad. This is why we wanted to have the peach next to that as well. And then he's going to hit us. Okay, we take out his weapon, but now you can see it's 2 attack and 4 health versus 2 attack and 5. We lose, chat. We lose. I got a cookie. Thank you. So all is well. I don't mind that we lost. I have a cookie. Now, there's something interesting here with this. You can, if you want, you have 2 times throughout the whole run, you can do a rematch. If you feel like, because of the random nature of the targeting, if you feel like you legitimately could have done it, you can rematch it. I'm not thinking so, because he has that extra health in the taunt. I don't think so, but I could have. I lost a life, so be it. Okay, we gained some more money. The shop is refreshed. I didn't actually save anything, but we did get another one of our ammo dispensers. You see how they're a little wiggling here. If I were to buy it and spend 1 extra coin to merge them, we'd make it level 2. And it's going to tell us that normally it tells you what the new stats are, but I actually don't see any new stats. Everything else I've ever done, it always says the new stats. So that looks exactly the same. What it might be doing is it's probably either adding to the health or the number of consumable charges. Okay, we got a lot of tanking options. Sorry, I'm just, cookie monstering this. We can get a shield of our own. It normally has 4. It gains +1 health per each adjacent tile. So for example, if I was able to buy it and put it right here, it'd get +3 more health. I could more cheaply just spend 2 to unlock those and put it right here, but it'll only get the +1 health with 1 extra tile. So that's an option. Alternatively, we could get something like this healing drop, which when adjacent tile is damaged, so like our hero, for example, park it right here. Our hero would then get +4 health whenever it's damaged. And this is not heal 4 health, it's like increase health by 4. So as long as he survives, like if he takes 1 damage, our health would go from 7 to 11. Then we've got a couple of smaller accessories. Now remember, we get extra health from accessories. So we like those. But these are both kind of a double-edged sword. So they have this spillover thing. So when this is adjacent to an armor, which the shield is an armor, this would gain taunt. So that means that it's an accessory that can take an extra hit, but it has spillover, which means the overkill damage will attack a random adjacent tile. Now I could use that to be a way to get my immortality peach here targeted. But at the same time, it might also destroy, the ammo dispenser if I parked it right next to it, because we don't know which tile will get the spillover. Similarly, the Sentinel's Amulet here. If an adjacent to an attack tile, this gains taunt and health, but it's spillover, so it could just cause something next door to be killed. There's a nice bonus to the chain. And that is, it's going to apply a coin mark to the attacking tile, and I can get, if with this early, that'd be an extra gold per turn. It's not bad. I'm not too worried about ammo. Now, one nice thing if we do make this combo is that we get a free item as a result. And so that is nice, but I don't really need more ammo. What I need is to stay alive. This would have to be adjacent to an armor, which we can't afford the armor just yet for this to matter. So what we could do is just get the armor right now. Park the armor. I'd have to rethink where everything's positioned, really. He wants to be next to accessories. He doesn't even want to be next to the musket and all that. So potentially we can move the musket, like buy these 2 tiles, move the musket up, move the peach up. All this gets moved up. And then park the chain here. Buy this 1 tile. Oh, we'd have to buy 3 tiles. And get the shield. That's 10 to buy the 5 tiles and buy the shield, and we only got the 9. Oh, and buy this thing. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to lock in these 2 things. I'm going to buy the shield and park it here. Temporarily here. Let's go. Okay, our first time up against Alice. So Alice, her whole thing is status effects, sleeps, just you know, that sort of thing. The caster debuffer type thing. And so right now, you've got the weapons that we're pretty familiar with. In addition, she has this energy drink. When an adjacent charge tile is damaged, give it health. There are no charge tiles, so there's none of that. It's really just a matter of she's got 2 weapons to my 1. I have a taunt. I think we'll be okay. Now, usually as far as targeting goes, if possible, it's not going to hit the same target twice. Now, with taunt, it has to. And then when there's no other alternative, it has to hit the hero every time. But you notice how we kind of took out one weapon, then another. We're kind of moving to each one. So it kind of does that. We're leveling up myself, which is like kind of the, I don't know, the meta game, which isn't really in part of the game yet. And then we're also leveling up the character, which will give us access to more special powers, which we're about to see what we can get here with our hero tile upgrades. So we're spending 7 of our 10 right now to upgrade our hero to level 2. So this is going to mean that our battle start ability is going to go from 1 to 2, so we're going to get more health. But we should also be getting an improvement on our base health, on our attack, and an ability. So yeah, we're doing 4 attack now. So our ability here, we can receive a copy card that can be used to create a level 1 copy of a tile. So I can copy like 3 times total. These are charges. You can only use them 3 times. But I can copy tiles to make more duplicates to really focus on something we want. And we might even do that. That's great. And then there's also this. To spawn a Scroll of Wisdom, it can give charges and bonus damage to attack tiles. Now, the bonus damage we're all for. I still don't have any charge items, so we'd only be getting benefit of half of that. And this thing just showed up, which I'll explain in a second. So we're making our choice. Hello, Christian. Good to have you. So the Genesis Stone just showed up. All right, by making the duplicate, you get a free, whenever you combo stuff, you get a free item. So it's a random from the grab bag. We got the Genesis Stone. This has an aura that gives adjacent tiles +2 health. And for every additional Genesis Stone on your board, wherever they are, give another +1 health to adjacent tiles. Now, this is also an accessory, which means if we're next to the hero, more plus health. Yes, please. So we just went up +4, right? But I can also spend 2 and put another one right next door, and we'll go up even more. And then that's good because I can't afford to do anything else either. Now, I'm not 100% convinced that I still want to do the hooked chain thing, but maybe I do. And if so, we want to grab that. So let's go ahead and get this other one. We're going to duplicate you, park it. Now, with my 1 coin, I could put it on top here. It's going to give +3 health, and then in the future, +2 for each adjacent. But right now, it's just +1. If I put it down here, like this would be +1, would go to 19. If I put it down here, though, we jump to 24. So I think that's our plan. I think it's our plan. We're not going to combine those, at least until we run out of spaces around our hero. You can only use the power once per turn, and the price goes up. So there you have that. We've used that. And we still want to make our big rearrangement here to try to get this whole chain hook thing to work. And I don't even know if it's going to. I really don't. But on occasion, it might land on the peach here. That'd be fine. We do need another weapon. All right, so this is probably a little bit more standard as far as the Alice boards. At least we're getting closer. Of course, the farther we get, the more options you have to fill out with what you want. So she's got a Drink Me bottle. This is a unique to Alice item. So an adjacent attack tile is halved. That's her hero right now. So when the hero is halved, give it shield, which means it ignores a full hit, no matter how much damage, and plus 6 health. So she's going to be tough to kill. She's got a Ring of Power. Gives adjacent attack tiles plus 2 power, so these are going to be stronger, and another one, so it's going to be a bunch of power. All the power. She's got a Hush Brush. When damaging a tile, here's a charge one, gains 1 charge, so if it attacks twice, the next attack will apply Sleep. So on the 3rd attack, it'll do that. And then over here, we've got a, if it gets destroyed, it doesn't do anything. If it gets destroyed, receive some money. I'm not going to be targeting that at all. And when adjacent tile is damaged, gives it plus 8 health. So this is going to be just tough to kill, and high damage on both of these. We're actually going to struggle a bit, I think. So it's not quite the half, so we didn't trigger the shield and everything. Our big advantage is that our hero has 24 health at this point, but we're not killing any of this stuff. Alright, so that would have... Oh. Okay, we leapfrogged the we leapfrogged the health. We didn't get to trigger the Drink Me. It was never halved. We leapfrogged it, and therefore we just took it right out. So that was best case scenario. All of my fears were misplaced and totally fine. All right, we continue on. Nice. Okay, it is now trinket time. I like trinket time. So you can, on the trinkets, you got 3 total trinket throughout a run, if you get all the way that anyway. 3 total trinkets, and you can either get full trinkets or half trinkets. And so the full trinket here would make all of my weapons get 25% more power per active identical weapon on the board. So basically the idea would be get all the same weapons, and then you can have up to 3 of them. You'd have 75% damage for all of them. You just need a lot of them. Now I got this thing. I could copy the muskets if we decided muskets was the way to go. I'm not convinced of that. Or I can just give my attack tiles plus 2. That's my hero and my musket right now. And it's a half, so I can add something else to that. I could get a random weapon, a C tier weapon. Our pistol here is an E tier. Obviously, this is going to go all the way up to A. I don't know if there's an S. Or we could get random real estate, 8 random grid tiles. This is worth $8, but right now that's basically a turn's worth, depending on where they go and if it's usable. It's almost a turn's worth of investment when I'm already talking about moving. So this is not terrible, even if it's, you know, a gamble. So the question is, do we try to go with this and try to, I think this has the most potential, but then we've got to really find some serious weaponry, and I'm okay with that. And he might actually increase this by 25%. It might go up to 4. I'm not sure. We'll see. There's a weapon offered, the Eagle's Javelin. Now this is just outright a strong weapon. It's a C tier. There's no special text whatsoever. It's just a lot of health, a lot of damage. And I could just say that's my weapon now. We could do that. We could do that. Or we could start refreshing. Now there's a bunch of these chain hooks. Applies taunt and -3 power to attack tiles that hit it. Okay, but it doesn't have taunt initially for itself. So like I could taunt, I put taunt on an enemy weapon and then we kill the weapon and through like whatever other taunts. By the end of when we get to like round 8, 9, 10, there's gonna be tons of taunts. It's gonna be hard to kill those weapons. This would let me kill a weapon before the shields are down. That can be nice. I just can't afford it. We got to decide if we're gonna go something with ammo or if we're gonna try something like this javelin. I might grab the javelin anyway, just to have more weaponry. I think that's okay. I'm not convinced that this is what I want to duplicate. And then of course we got to place it. And I think with the sheer damage, I'm just gonna put it right up here. Is what I'm gonna do. And then I still am saying like maybe we're doing this, but I kind of thinking, so let's not do the ammo anymore. I think we're gonna be leaning away from that. Is the stream froze? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. I'm really desperate for the stream to be reliable and stable. If anyone watching on another platform like YouTube or whatever, if we have a lot of struggle with that, my only real answer to do at this point would be to just switch it over to a Twitch stream purely, drop the multi-stream for the rest of the day. But right now, Zerg is saying it's fine, so we're gonna continue. I'm gonna do, should I do a refresh? We'll get 3 items. It's not that much value, but I want to see, ooh, this might change things. We can at least level that up. Now we do have another, oh. Okay. Okay. Things might have just changed. So the harpoon is not a weapon I normally use, but it's too bad we just dropped the ammo dispenser. What this does is no ammo, it's just like the other one. You know, attacks for 3, 2 ammo. But when it's destroyed, it deals 1 damage to all opponent attack tiles per remaining ammo. So if I can load this thing up with a bunch of ammo by having the ammo dispensers, that's a possibility. That's a possibility. It's not going to be very productive to just be freezing everything. I just can't afford anything. Yeah, I think we're not going to be doing these, and I'll freeze this. And then for the moment, we'll keep the musket around just for the double. Okay, another Alice. Okay, what are we up against? She's got thorns, so she's doing a thorns build. Alice has 1 thorn on, that's the purple thorns there. 1 thorn on the hush brush. There's a thorn on the weapon. I think it's because... Okay, it gives you taunt tiles plus 3 health. This one, there it gives you attack tiles. It's just that. So one thorn for all of that, and taunt tiles have extra health. I don't think she has any taunts. But she does have this ring of power that's giving all of these an extra attack. And then she's going to have the shield and heal, and then more heal. It's just a lot of healing. It's just a lot of healing. Now, we did just hit this weapon for 6, but it's going to heal right back up with that shield. We're taking the thorns damage. Okay, there goes our shield. Okay, decent hit to the hero. Taking the thorns. Can't finish anything off. That's unfortunate. Gonna use up the shield. 8 damage to our hero. 4 damage incoming. Taking out the pistol. We're in trouble, chat. Okay, the thorn's finishing off our main weapon there. Speed it up a bit. All we have is Wukong, and she's going to hit me for, looks like, 16. And put me to sleep. Ouch. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to rematch that. I think we just were not in a good position to deal with it. Oh, now we got other weapons to choose from. So we need to really decide what it's going to be, because we want to have a whole bunch of the same. I could try the ammo thing. I've never done it. I could try these. The recurring shivs are fun because they revive, and if I get a whole bunch of them, like I just have tons of reviving. And there's actually things that will scale with reviving. But I think plan A, let's just keep it simple, go plan A. I'm going to get this duplicate, though, because I would like to see what we get. All right, we got a accessory that lets me potentially have taunt. The problem is the spillover, but it does help a little bit. Like I could potentially park it right here next to this weapon. I'd get an extra health, it would get a health, and it's a taunt. Maybe it absorbs something. We also have 2 of these, and one's on sale. Every 3 turns give adjacent tiles 1 health, but I don't know if we're gonna get that much out of it, even if it's duplicated to 2. What I'd like to do is go ahead and get the harpoon going. The golden hooped rod, this one's actually really interesting. When it fully charges up, it hits an AoE. So it hit targets like up and down or left and right or whatever. I think when you rotate, I can't lay it down and rotate, but I think it's whatever the length of this thing is will hit. But it only will do that one every 3 turns, right? Our big thing is we still want to get the same weapons. And so potentially, again, I could try to go with all of the ammo things. We'd need to really get more ammo stuff going, though. If I unlocked all 3 of these, I could get the harpoon, park it here, lay the ammo dispenser flat, so that way it could go... Actually, no, we just want the ammo dispenser on the musket in the first place, right? Because we don't even want this thing... We want it to die before it uses up the ammo, right? Well, it'll get more ammo. We want it to attack once. We're going to try it. Again, like I said, I've never used it. We're going to try it. So we got to figure out how. What's the best way? I still want the 6 damage to hit first. This will hit second, third, and then our hero. I don't really want my hero to go last, but that's just kind of how it's working out right now. I potentially could sell this for 2. That would give me 3 and I could get a duplicate. But I wouldn't be able to put it anywhere. Or we spend the 1 and just place this like we were talking. That'll bump our health up to 26 and get another taunt. Okay. We go first. Big hit on the hero with the heal. Big AoE. I've used that bat before. This bat is really nice. So it's 1 charge. It naturally has AoE for like an extra target every spot, and when it's charged, it hits the next hit. It'll hit +4 damage. So that's a good weapon. She's already had that extra heal from this. We're about to have our attack. We do take out that big weapon. Very glad to have that. Her hero now does 11 damage though. 12. And those daggers are going to revive. Okay, putting stuff to sleep. Using up the ammo on this thing. How much? I can't really tell how much is left. I guess it's got 2, unless that's not really the amount. Oh, here comes the bomb. So does it hit 2 damage on everything? It does. It's on the weapons, that is. Now we're just down to our hero. Only has 2 damage. I think we're not going to make it because we're about to take 20 and go to sleep. Ugh. Not great. Not a great run. I'm using things that I don't normally use ammo stuff at all. All right, attack tiles that hit multiple targets deal extra damage to secondary. That's nice, but we don't have any. Your first attacking tile gets 6 power and revives it once with 1 health. That would be interesting with the harpoon. Very interesting. When a tile survives due to invincible, we don't have invincible yet. Your core weapons gain 7 power. Now these are all core weapons? They are. We're gonna do that. Because if I can make them all get, yeah, the damage just went up a crazy amount. If we can make it to where they're getting the percentage boost, right? Then that's the big thing. So we could potentially get another musket. We could potentially get the bloodthirsty bat. We liked that. It's a core weapon as well, so it would also get that same damage boost. I don't know if the bomb thing, I mean, it actually did it, but I don't know if we're gonna get it to where it's gonna be good. Right? That's the challenge. Is it gonna be good? When adjacent tile is damaged, give adjacent attack tiles 3 health and deal 2 damage to itself. So this kind of keeps your weapons going. This has taunt. When an attack tile hits this tile, applies spillover to that. So any extra damage that would kill it would actually damage the weapon that attacks it. Battle start, gain thorns for every adjacent attack tile. Okay, and with taunt. And then this is the thing with charges. So I could potentially pair this with the bat. But we can't keep swapping things out too much here. We gotta commit. I do like the bat. I like it a lot. Kind of not super thrilled anymore with our other options. Now, if we get the bat, we're dropping something. I could drop the musket and just start shuffling everything around and save this thing to try to put it next to everything. Because that would be my first way to actually increase damage beyond that. Because we can get our hero more damage and everything. So if we actually do this, and take you out, we're going to keep the ammo with this harpoon. Now, I'm going to want to have the bat going first because of the splash and because of the charge. If I sell this, I can grab this now. Okay, so now that's going to give extra damage there. We want to get the Haunted Harpoon touching this. It'd be nice to get the Javelin in there as well. Now all of them would gain damage. I'd like to just get another Bloodthirsty Bat, honestly. Because then we'd have both of them getting more damage. I wish I'd done that spillover thing too, but we had to pick. We had to pick. And I want to get the shield back out too, so... we want it to be parked next to as many things as we can. Like I could get these 3 slots, but that's going to be only 2 items. It's not. This is a starter shield. It's a tier E. It's not a shield to keep forever, but I only have 3 gold. So I can't really put it anywhere else, can I? I mean, I could park this somewhere else, but then we're taking away health from our hero. Yeah, that's fine for now. That's fine for now. Okay, we're gonna start looking at, and I'm looking at the bat now as my carry. Because now we're hitting 2 things at once. You saw how we took out the armor, but we also almost took out the harpoon right away, which actually kind of would have been bad. Now we're hitting again, we're hitting multiple things. Like, just hitting multiple things is amazing. And just everything's getting wiped out. Now he has no taunt because we took that out in the first thing, so we still are only just now getting hit. And the bomb. Oh, he hits us back, but it's over. Okay, okay. All right, finally making some momentum here. Okay, we can level up again. When adjacent tile is damaged, give adjacent attack tiles health. When adjacent to at least 3 tiles, gain taunt and 1 health per adjacent. There's that one. And then destroyed, give adjacent tiles 3 thorns and apply sleep 3 to a random attack tile off the opponent. I mean, that could be potentially useful, but I think without a doubt we got to level up our hero. So now we get to pick between abilities. We've only unlocked the first one. This is an ultimate. What's going to happen is whenever the Monkey King himself, so not my weapons, but my hero tile has destroyed 3 tiles, he transforms into a dragon, dealing 1 damage to all tiles. And the dragon deals 15 damage to its target and 7 damage to all adjacent tiles. So basically, it's a nice little perk that towards the end of a match we might get to trigger. Meanwhile, we also picked up a modular sword. Gains power and health for each adjacent accessory. So it starts fairly low. It's a tier D. It's going to be potentially useful, but I think at this point we've made our commitment. I'm going to probably sell it. And then get my duplicator. And even though we talked about these, it's going to be the bat, because at this point we really just need this thing to carry us. And we got something else. The Emperor's Scroll. When an adjacent attack tile destroys a tile, give hero... Ooh. Okay, okay. Can we fit this? I would put it right here next to these 2 attack tiles, but I only have 2. I can't purchased that yet. What I could do is I could buy these two and fit it right here for the moment. We'll use those tiles eventually. Okay. Okay, we got some thorns to deal with. Got some other stuff we haven't quite seen yet. So the fire flask, when adjacent tile attacks, deals 4 damage to the target and remove taunt from it. So basically when he shoots, he's going to hit extra hard that first time with this consumable, and it'll remove taunt. But you know, we'll just see what happens. And he's got a heal, got another heal, got another taunt. These things are interesting if you get a bunch of them. It's kind of like our health thing, but for damage. You notice he's stacked around it, so he's giving everything plus 3 power. This is going to give, if he lives long enough for this thing to charge up, when it spends its charges, give adjacent attack powers 5 power. So these things are going to get really strong. Like, there's potentially a lot more damage on the field than what we're seeing right now. But we're up to 46 life, so that's something. Nice. Okay, that was our spillover from his own thing. So we just hit the amulet for 13, right? The amulet, remember when I had the option for the amulet and I was like, actually no, I have it right here. I do have the amulet. And I was like, this could be a problem. It is gonna be a problem right now. So the spillover, we hit the thing for 13, it had like 4 life, whatever it is. The remaining 9 just spilled over and took out his charge weapon, which is his primary way to charge this monocle. And so it's gone. It's gone, he's lost a weapon already. So now it's just down to his hero, who's going to hit for 11 on the amulet, which has 4 life, and then spill over to something else. Now, fortunately, I should survive. But it's still not ideal. Not ideal. Ooh, the thorns almost took out our big gun, but I'm glad we've leveled it up. Hold. Hold! It's a rooster! Hello, my friend! Welcome, everyone! We've got a new Autobattler for you all. For everyone to enjoy. And so far, I don't want to jinx it, we're some knock on wood. So far, it's been stable, so I'm glad this time we have a much better way to welcome everyone than a black screen. Glad to have you all. Today, we are checking out a game called Turnbound. I have not personally played Backpack Battles. I understand it's very similar. To me, I relate this a lot more like the Bazaar. So it's going to be very familiar. I'm playing it on kind of a slower speed. It is PvP in a asymmetric snapshot way. So this was another player, but he's not actively here right now. And so we're actually the same character. And it's a tile-based thing. So the tiles trigger from left to right, top to bottom. So our bat up top here triggered first, and then targeting is random, and we'll talk more later. There are certain tiles, like targeting's random, but there are taunt tiles. I'm the left one, by the way. There are taunt tiles that have to, and if your hero dies, then it's just over. So we're targeting weapons. Our opponent has 1 weapon left in his hero. I've got 1 weapon left in my hero. It's about to blow up and do 3 damage to him. Now it's just hero versus hero, and I've got more health and more damage. I do believe we shall finish out victorious right there. Nice. Rooster, I hope you had a great stream. Thank you for the raid. I saw you were doing some variety as well. I hope you had fun. So this is our run so far. We are 4 wins in, but we've already had 3 losses, so this is not a very healthy run, but who knows? Maybe we can get there. We also are 2 in a row. We got some momentum. If we can get a 3rd, we should be able to get an extra life back. You've been playing a similar Autobattler? Yeah. We both got the itch, right? We got the itch. Okay. So we have, it's time for our final trinket time. So far, we have these trinkets that, these are ways that make your character different from other characters. I've got this where my weapons gain 25% more attack power per active identical weapon on the board. I have no duplicate weapons. I'm not really benefiting from this. I'm sad about that. I want to make another duplicate of my bloodthirsty bat and probably drop the harpoon. Then also all core weapons, which means weapons that are not based on my unique character, which all of my weapons are, they're gaining +7 attack power. And it's weapons, so that's not counting my hero. Your hero is an attack tile, but he's not a weapon. And we're about to add to this. So we can get battle start effects trigger an additional time. That's not bad because my hero is gaining health per adjacent accessory. Battle start, gaining more health. And I think that's it on the battle starts, actually. So it is kind of bad. It is kind of bad. We could capitalize on it more. And then there's a couple of have ones. So I could get both of these. Anytime a tile uses its charge effect, give it plus 10 health. I only have the one charge effect, and it's only every other turn. So that could be great, or it could be a waste. Receive a copy card that can be used to create a level 1 copy of a tile. Oh, so that would get... That's actually not bad. I could get another copy of my Bloodthirsty Bat. We could start using this. They'd have 50% extra damage. And I could just get an extra hand. I can have an additional weapon. Now, what would be amazing about that is all my weapons are doing more damage, but every copy of a weapon, all of my weapons are getting of the same. All my weapons are getting more percentage. So if we happen to get more of these bats available to us, we could have 4 bats and they'd have 100% extra damage. Like, that's the potential for that is amazing. We got to do it. That's not a bat. That is the resonance rifle. For every ammo above 2 gains power. That was back to our ammo plan. We initially were trying an ammo plan. It didn't work out. We backed out of that. When adjacent attack tile destroys a tile, give that attack tile invincible. Oh, this could be useful. This could be very useful. Adjacent tile is destroyed, revive with 10% health. That can be really useful too for just to keep my weapons alive, but also I could use that on, for example, the Haunted Harpoon here. When it destroyed, it explodes and deals damage. I'm going to get rid of the thing, but in theory. And I could basically trigger it twice. I could trigger the destroyed effect twice. We're not really going to worry about it, but we could have this next to a taunt thing. I could level up my shield here just for some more health. It'll go from base 4 to base 8. And then it'll have plus 2 more because of the adjacents. But this is not going to scale. Like, this shield is not a long-term solution. I think what we're going to do, we might buy this consumable, but I think I really just want to reroll and get more bats. Like, we really need to capitalize on our potential of build here. I do like this, though. I like the invincible. Okay, I'll grab that, and we're going to reroll. Of course not. We might get the peach there and level that up because it's on sale. When confusion tiles applied, we're not doing confusion. That's even though this is like specific to my hero, you got the little Monkey King thing there. Confusion and all that, that's usually the other hero stuff. I think it's more defense against those heroes. So when confusion is applied to any tile, it gives adjacent attack tiles 3. Yeah, I gotcha. When a tile on your board is destroyed, give adjacent attack tiles 3 power. Not bad, not bad. The gourd, if you could get this early on in the game, this could be really powerful. When a first adjacent attack tile is destroyed, receive a buck. So the idea being, if you could get this turn 1, you get tons of economy to get snowballing. Enough to the bat signal. Okay, it is. Here, I will do Dwarfski. Actually, no, wait, hold on. We have a bat ski. Hold on. Where is it? There he is. Now, there you go. There's the bat signal. That's bat ski. Hello, Sapphire. Okay, so some of these are potentially great whenever tile on your board gets power. That's anywhere on the board. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's really good. Okay, but if I buy this, we're out of money and I can't place anything else. Like, that's kind of a problem. And I was wanting to move this too. All right, how about we do this? We reserve this. Spend just 2 to get that. We get a duplicate of something. Okay, we sell that for 2, so that was freebie. And I know we could potentially have used those. And then I really want this to be on the bat. But I might still have it on this corner. Okay. Okay, let's go. All right, hold on. What are we up against? So he's got a taunt armor here, and it revives. So we'll have to kill it twice. He's got 2 weapons, but they've got a lot of damage increasing stuff here. You've got the charge thing. Not a lot of health on it. When adjacent tactile survives due to invincible, give attack. Oh, battle starts, gives tactiles invincible. So these things are going to be invincible, and then they're going to get some extra power, and then you've got some power here. A little bit, not a ton. I don't think I'm worried. In fact, this thing has spillover. That could even be a really big problem. Oh, it's not next to an armor. It doesn't have taunt. I could be completely misplaced in my trust here, but I feel decent about all this. Okay, that's his big turn when he gets to trigger the invincible thing. Oh, hold on. It's his trinkets. Whenever an armor is destroyed, gives 3 attack power and 3 hit points to your tactile. So all these suddenly are huge, and whenever your tiles are destroyed, give adjacent stuff. So this thing just got a ton of health. Your first attacking tile, 3 power, and revives it. So, okay, he's got tons of revive, tons of... It wasn't on the board, it's the trinkets. It's the trinkets, so that is a problem. And there's the spillover. I don't like that. Yeah, I might have very much misplaced all my confidence. I needed that thing to die in that hit, because that was a big deal. There's my invincible, and then need this thing to take out stuff. He has the invincible again. Yeah, all the revives and the invincible definitely did way more than I thought it was gonna do. GG. This is actually a, it's not PvE, it is a asymmetric PvP. That is another player, but it's a snapshot of his build. It's not him actively being there right now. I'm gonna do the rematch. I don't think we have a good chance at this, but we've almost lost the run. So we're gonna use it up anyway. I'll run it faster. What we need is for an early RNG hit to take things out, but because of the taunt, I don't think we will. Like, I need this thing to go faster, and it's just not. So we almost took these things out, but the invincibility, and then this is reviving. Yeah. There's the invincibility again. This is a accessory that's C tier, and it should be like A tier. All right, so continue that. That hurt. Okay. Whenever adjacent tile is destroyed, this is B tier. When it's destroyed, give adjacent attack tiles plus 3 power. Yeah, so this is like that trinket he just had. Battle start gives taunt to adjacent tiles with destroyed effects. I'm not going that build. 3 poison to the hit target. This is a weapon. Not doing a poison build, though. I've always wanted to do a poison build. It's just, there's so few of them. Yeah, that was kind of broken, wasn't it? I think it was also because I had to say something right at the start. Serves me right. Okay, I really do need to make like another duplicate of this thing and start doing all of that, but let's refresh, see if we can just get one normally. If I buy this, I know I could buy this cheap and make a duplicate and all that. I mean, that's costing me 4. If I get something, I can sell it, and and I can still sell that thing later. Because of the sale, I think I'm gonna do it. Because if I'm stuck with it another turn, at least it's gonna do something more. Damage applies stun to the attacking target tile. It doesn't have taunt. I'd have to use something that gives it taunt. I don't have any of those currently, so I'm gonna sell that for 3. Grab that. I could grab the ammo thing, but again, I'm trying to get rid of those. This is a really nice item because it's taunt and then gives taunt to the tile that you're pointing towards. So I could give taunt to, say, the peach here, which then lets it get destroyed and give the benefit again. I really don't like that amulet. Okay. I don't have the money to play all these things unless we start selling stuff. That costs 2. Now I can have an extra weapon out, so I kind of forgot about that. I was gonna have to sell both of those, but now I can have the weapons, so I shouldn't have done it all quite like that. That costs 2. Jason Tech Test. I want to give my hero this. This has to be next to the bat. So what we really need to do is something more like this. All right, so the idol is now touching both of these, although this thing, that's 2 charge items, and I want this thing touching both the charge items too. I want both the monocle and the idol to touch all 3 of these things, these 3 weapons. So what we're looking at now is that because we're expecting this to do most of the killing, we're trying to trigger this more often, although I'm only touching 1 weapon right now with it, and that's not ideal. Potentially I could unlock these 2 and stack you right here, and then it would give it would trigger on the hero making a kill as well. And if I did that, I could put the weapon in, because we got room for 2 weapons. Oh, butts. That's gonna make the javelin attack first. And we don't want that. Now we're back to that thing. I could potentially sell the ammo dispenser, and then with the money, I'll have 3, and I can place this somewhere. I can place it next to the Eldritch Idol down here and at least benefit from it temporarily. I think I'm okay with that. All right, so now we're up to all 4 weapons. We're really hoping that the charges trigger things. We're really hoping for some big DPS. I don't have any defense though, is my big problem. I only have like the tier 1 taunt. So does he, it looks like. But it looks like he has more potions as well. Okay, we've taken out a weapon and his taunt. Okay, he took out our other bat. We lost the 25% damage because we lost that. There's invincible. So we get another hit with this. This is good. Did some big damage to the hero, 35. All right, we're still in it. Oh no, he's got resurrection. But we're up to 60 health. All right, stay down. All right, we can get another taunt. We could get a whole lot of these hammers. I'm not going that way, but we'll grab the taunt. Easier if you warm up with Tetris. You might be right. We get another one of these. It's actually pretty nice. When the adjacent tile is destroyed, revive at 10% health. Sure, sure. And then I think I'll just go ahead and park this next to the peach, just so we get the destroyed effect. And it'll make it a taunt. I still desperately need more of these bats to make our build work, but we're trying. We just got 2 more taunts now with that one tile. He's got a lot of taunts. But no health at all on his hero. 5 health on his hero? Just 1 overhit will kill the hero from a bat. So we just lost that hairpin, which then triggers the peach to be a taunt now, and when the peach dies, we get a little bit more extra health. That's something. Now, he has a ton of health on the shield, but the shield is down. He's out of taunts. Now it's just a matter of, can we get through all those weapons? There's a bunch of weapons. Oh, 1 damage short of taking out the hero. The bomb should do it! The bomb should do it! Yes! Haha. Alright, we're moving. We got 1 life left, but we can do this. Well, speaking of bombs, the Deathbloom Cannon. When it's destroyed, deal damage to all opponent attack tiles equal to the Deathbloom Cannon's max health. Okay, there's also another hairpin. When adjacent tile attacks, give it +2 power. Taunt damage, give adjacent tile, charge tiles +1 charge. This is huge because I could park this next to the bats, and then the bats would have that charge, gaining the extra power. And then when they're charged, they'll be able to get even more extra power. This would be a very nice taunt for me to have. I also want to pick up on the Genesis Stone, and then taunt, give adjacent damage. So if it survives the hit, each time it survives a hit, it gives 3 health to adjacent. That's a decent taunt, but it costs so much. The Deathbloom cannon is really fun. I don't really have anything building up max health. Like, we're just all in on the offense. And so its health is only 3. And I could potentially get a little bit more with the peach. I don't think I've really anything else giving health. So we're not going cannon. I think I'd much rather do the charges here on the kinetic energy suit. And then we'll have to figure out how to fit all of this. Like, potentially I could just park it right here and then move this up here. Like, the suit could just go right here. Yeah, the suit, we'll just do that. Okay, now we got another taunt as well. Do like this. I could potentially stack it. But I'd also really like to have... I'd really like to have it in here too. Like, if I move this over here, it would only revive the bat. I'd kind of like to be able to revive the energy suit too. But damage is not destroyed. If this thing revives with 10% health, the second trigger is not really going to matter. Yeah, let's do that. So if we do this here, now the bat gets what, 4 health. The armor here gets, when it goes from 7 to 11. All right, so it's a little bit extra health. And yeah, I could combine these things, but we're trying to capitalize on that. And then we got $2 left. We're just gonna throw this thing back out on there. Give hero tile, okay. Whenever any adjacent tiles destroy tile. So what if I just place it next to this? If it happens to destroy something, then that's all good. Alright, so we got a little bit more taunting now. He's got some thorns. He's got some other stuff we haven't seen before. So this mask has a charge. It's got taunt. Damage, gain a charge. It's already got a charge. When damaged, apply Confusion 3 to the attack. Oh, Confusion. So Confusion, attack tiles can get confused only. While confused, they attack random tiles, but never other attack tiles except themselves. Okay, so I think it can attack my own stuff. That's usually what confuse means. And then we've got the boots again. Oh no, these are different boots. All the boots are scary. This one gives adjacent attack tiles +1 power for each level 2 or 3 tile on the board. So this is a level 3. Level 3, you know, there's level 2s. He's given a bunch of damage to that. But he's got a position where it's only buffing the bat. Invincible is going to be given to the hero. So we got to kill the hero twice. Yeah, we got thorns. When adjacent attack tile is damaged, give it chain attack. Oh, that's right. So that's what these things are doing. He's going to be multi-hitting us with AoE multiple times. That's what's going on. And then he's got the Scroll of Wisdom, which gives him charges to do that even more. So it's going to be a lot of AoE and a lot of multi-hits. We would like to just take those things out before he gets to really use them. And there's the Confuse. Oh, there's that charge. Okay, Confuse still managed to hit something useful. Yay! But it's 3 turns of it. Oh, and then we blow up, which triggers a bunch of things. Who knows how much? Might have been bad. I don't know. Hero's getting buffed, though. Good hit there on the hero. He does have the revive, I believe. Only 4 damage, but he hits multi-hit because of the chain attack. So 1 bat down. Okay, that should give our Peach the taunt, some extra health. He's in for 45 now. It's no joke. This is 30. All the charges. We need to take some stuff out here. In fact, just hit the hero with my hero. Let's go. Ah, that was 56. It would have just one-shot him. Okay, it's just his hero now, but I've got 90 health, and here we go. So here's the invincibility thing, and then we still got another follow-up hit. That should do it. I don't think it was revive. Oh, and our dragon attack. Okay. All right, we're on a win streak. We got our 3. That should give us an extra life. Back from the brink, chat. Yep. Extra life. Ooh, we can level this up to 5 and get a little more health to it. Also get another spillover thing. I'm not a fan. Let's just drop that. And let's do some re-rolling. I do like this, though. I just don't really have room for it. I think we won't really get a bunch of them. I think it's too late. You know I'm going to get all of them now. But basically, it's like these. For each one you have, you get plus more attack. Unique. The monkey fur. Battle start. Give the first adjacent attack tile +1 chain attack. Galahad wants a dad joke. I gotta find one that's worthy. I think I need to change my job. I'd rather be doing the job of a mirror cleaner. It's something I could really see myself doing. Can't argue with that. Can't argue with that. Okay, we've already decided it's not going to be Deathbloom Cannon, as much fun as that is. We could get a monocle here for the possibility of getting golden on that. I just don't feel like I have the money to spend. I do think armor would be in order, and I could potentially fit that in. When adjacent tile is damaged, give adjacent attack tiles plus 2 power. Yes, we're doing that, but I'm worried more about the health, and I would like to get this. So, battle start, get a chain attack on my bat or on the hero? The hero would be the easiest to fit that. I think the chain attack gets used up though after the first hit, so my hero isn't exactly super strong at the start. That's a dry one. That reflects well. Thank you, Sapphire. All right. Let's just keep it simple and do that, right? So we'll give our hero that, and that's all we're doing. But it is an extra hit. And we might be able to have a hero, like our hero by the end of the round gets tons of damage. It's just not at the beginning. Okay, I'm not going to look at every possible thing here, but we do need to see what this armor does. It's an A tier. Battle start gains 2 thorns for each adjacent attack tile. There's 1. If adjacent to an accessory, gain shield and gain 5 health for each oh, so it's getting all the things. So it's actually got a ton of health. It's got shield. All right, so it's a big taunt. There's a ton of taunts here, guys. A lot of taunts. The weapons you got a poison. You got a couple of these charge things. Shields, so it's going to be really a pain to get through all these taunts plus shields. It's just going to be, we need to do a lot of attack. This is all like defense, we're all offense. I have no idea what just hit for... What is happening? Why is she taking 20 damage and then healing it all back up? It wasn't me. What is triggering? Damage. Okay, battle start damages all adjacent tiles to half health, then restores them to full health again. Does this 2 times. It's triggering all the potions. Half health gives it shield and health. So yeah, okay. All the half health trigger things just occurred because of that. That's interesting. It's unique. Pocket watch. Poison on that, but at least we got charged up right now for this. Oh no, there's our multi-hit. I didn't want that. Oh no, the harpoon. You're worthless. Disaster. 30 damage now on the paintbrush. All right. Hopefully it actually takes some things out, but it's still dealing with shields. Still have tons of taunts to get through. Looks like it does still have multi-hit though, so at least that's something. But I don't really care for the ammo-based item to use up its ammo faster. Our hero's asleep, even though he's doing 50 damage. Taking out all sorts of stuff, but not those weapons. 67 damage on the paintbrush. Ah! Hero in trouble. Okay, we just need to take out that taunt, do a huge hit on the hero. Anybody just needs to target the hero right now. The bat. You got 50 damage. Now's your chance. Hero. That's That's not the hero. Just somebody take out the hero. No, you're gonna hit me for 15. Ah, we were right there. That was the last attack. We're gonna reroll because if anybody just targeted the hero, we would have finished it. This is our last reroll. We'll go faster. So many taunts, so many shields, so much to do. This disaster of having the harpoon getting the multiple hits is so brutal right now. An achievement. Okay, we're done with taunts. Done with my hero. Oh my goodness. No, no, no. We're right there. Okay, we can. Ah. Fine. That's nice. That'll give you more stats to our hero. That is nice. I can level this thing up too. Adjacent attack tiles. Yeah. So the hero gets 6 health and 6 attack power. That's really good. How much does that cost? 4. Battle start. Give adjacent attack tiles invincible. Yes, please. Aura. Give adjacent attack tiles +1 power for each level 2 or 3. I don't have that many level 2s and 3s. I really don't. I really just want this thing sold, honestly. Got the 4 weapons, so it doesn't make sense to sell it, but definitely needs to move. I can do this. I can swap all of these to this side now. That would do it. Yeah, the harpoon thing has changed. So the battle start. Give everybody invincible. Attack tiles invincible. I could potentially try to sneak that in here. Move the peach thing somewhere else. I could also combine some of these. I don't want to, but I could. Since this one's not touching, that actually makes sense to combine this now. It's not touching the hero. Okay, give it a chain attack. And I could combine these. I'm just hesitant because, again, I'm not trying to keep it forever. It just, there's no time to get more bats. They're just not happening. We need more Batman. Batski. This doesn't... Well, I guess I want to have it touching the scroll. I was gonna say I could potentially swap spots with the thing here. No, I don't want to give it to that either. Something's got to go from touching the hero. The peach is probably not... It has a little bit of health. This bat doesn't have to be touching the hero. It just wants to be touching the monocle, which is touching the hero. My very first game I ever played, I won with this sword. It's great. It's got chain attack, so you can get it basically just multi-hits, and you can just give it tons of damage like we're kind of doing. I'd much rather have that than the harpoon, I think. As like a base amount, though, the harpoon is hitting for 6. This is only hitting for 1, so it would definitely need some buffs. But we are giving buffs throughout the round, and we could give it invincible. But I'd have to rethink my positioning to make sure it gets all those buffs. Like we could have it down here. I want this touching something useful here. It's just not. But that would give it a lot of a damage. We just don't want the harpoon. Yeah, this one's nice too. Applies spillover to the target tiles it hits. This is a really nice weapon too. And this would have been what we needed if we wanted to do the harpoon build. I would have needed that, and it just never happened until we got rid of the harpoon just now. Give adjacent accessories taunt and +1 health. That's really nice. Oh yeah, so the Dragon Whiskers gives, whenever it attacks, gives +2 power. But I can have, like, the chain attack here. Also, we're giving chain attack to our hero. That would be a ton of power. But I don't know if we can afford it. I don't know if I can fit this either. Sure would be nice. If I sold it, then I could grab this and play it. That's fine, let's do it. We got an explosive pinata! I'm not talking about dinner. Hi, Mrs. Druski. I'm gonna have my camera off here while I eat so you guys don't have to endure the discomfort. The Pinata destroyed deals 2 damage to all opponent tile and 1 damage to your tiles. This is an early game thing. I might just throw this down on, like, this corner or something, just to have an extra weapon. But I think that's the best I can do for now. Because this just revives with 40% health and it has more health itself. I'd rather get an extra revive, so put it somewhere else. Here we go. We don't have any revives, we don't have any rerolls, so this could be it. Whoa, 2 health on everything. Yeah, we're not really getting any benefit from that peach anymore. I moved it to a non-ideal place, but at least it's taunting. Oh, the poison finished me off! He's still got taunts everywhere. Not pretty. Running out of stuff. Now it's just our hero. Well, we got the revive. Let's get to attack with it, but it lost all its damage. Get our multi-hit. Multi-hit, go for the hero. Dragon attack! Multi-hit hero? No, it's the wrong thing! Why? There's no way. One health. Ah, they're invincible! Oh, he's got one more hit, no! Ah, we didn't hit the hero. That's the end of the run. Definitely one of my weaker runs to begin with. We were trying out some different things that were not ideal, and then unfortunately, because we didn't win, we can't go to our duels. So, since we've gained a few viewers since we were last at the menu, this is a game that's already in the demo is available on Steam right now. They just added, if you've played it before, they just added today there was a patch to add this duels system. And the duels allows you, with a winning record, you can then take your thing. This is a winning record that I had barely anything, but I won. And then you can take it and you can actually challenge a random build or choosing a build. And right now, these are all other creators. And I actually had the chance, if I may lament for a moment, I had the chance to submit my builds on the preview server, which is, I have actually a different, like, I already had leveled up and everything, so I actually had some good runs, and I could have submitted them, and I didn't realize that, like, you had to do it before today. I was going to do it today when that Duels went live. And so these are already in the game now, and so anyway, you could have had a Pastor Druski to challenge. Even so, what you can do is you can paste a code. So like if I were to click my guy here, I can share its code. And then this code right here, you could challenge this guy. But this is not the guy we just played. But you could enter this into your demo and challenge one of my previous runs. And just go in and you could challenge it. You could fight Druski. So that's a cool thing. And I suspect that they're gonna flesh out the feature eventually. I suspect they'll have like ladders and things like that, because it does keep track of your wins and losses with your particular build. Okay, so you'll notice there's a third hero. We're probably gonna try Alice this time, but you'll notice a third hero, and coming soon. So we can't do that. And I do believe they had a roadmap. There's definitely a fourth hero on the roadmap as they're approaching early access and all that. Sorry, still eating. So Alice obviously is going to have a whole different item set, abilities, ultimate. Her ability right now, that I haven't unlocked anything else. Receive a white rabbit tile. If it survives a battle, it will grant another white rabbit tile. And you can basically just fill your board with these things. What they do, who knows? Also, the ultimate, when consumables have triggered 5 times, Alice applies sleep to a random tile on my board and 3 on the opponent board. So potentially we want to go a lot of consumables. Ooh, okay. We got a little combo here. The twin hunger destroyed gives taunt to an adjacent accessory. I can give it taunt to this mouse, which when it's destroyed gets money. So from the beginning of the game, we could get tons of money. Also, I could potentially do the spillover thing and let that be what destroys it, but I don't think we want to. I'd rather have... I can't get all of it right now, can I? But I'd rather have the shield, the weapon, and the mouse. What we'll do, we can't afford the shield, but we can't afford this gun. Let's go ahead and grab that. Okay, so we don't have a taunt right away, but we will after a second, and we have two weapons, which a lot of builds will only start with one weapon to begin with, so it's something. Let's see what somebody else has got, round 1. Okay, and that should get us some money at least. His taunt's down, but now we're outgunned. Literally, because there's no gun left. So that's gonna be that. But we got money! Okay. We need to get more money. What's that? That would become 3. When adjacent tile is destroyed, give adjacent attack tiles 2 power. Can stack that. And then these are consumables that we could do the ammo thing. I'd rather do the consumable heal for now. Oh wait, I don't want this one to accidentally give this one. No, that was bad. I don't like it. I don't like it. The accessory with the highest health, yeah, so it would be this vial, because this thing only has 1. I'll lock that. At least you can know what it's going to give it to. I didn't realize that. The problem here is that this is useless right now. So I'm going to put it here just for the hope that it'll... We hope that we have a 50-50 chance it'll trigger on here, and that this will give buffs of damage to my hero. That's the hope. So, mistakes were made. Wow. Didn't want weapons anyway. Yeah, if it had gone the other way, it would do a lot more damage here. I do think that was doable. We've already lost twice, so we're going to do the rematch. See, now we went first. That's a huge deal, too, because we actually get to use the 3 damage there. Yeah, that was doable. Oh, the other ability's unlocked. The first 3 shop rerolls are free. Whenever I use that. They both seem kind of lame. Let's do the white rabbits. Okay, I would like a little more money. And I can't combine that yet, and I can't unlock anything. So again, mistakes might have been made. I need to slow down a bit. Oh yeah, because I just thought we'd had more cash. I don't, because I just leveled that. Okay, so the thought was we'd level up the mouse, I'd move this so it only is touching the mouse, and then when the mouse dies, it's gonna have this buff that. But we can't. It won't target that because it's higher health. I forgot it's not a 50-50 chance. It's just a guarantee. It will not target the mouse. Oh my. Shield and full heal? What? Okay, well, I guess we're not gonna compete here. I thought we had it, and then just all of a sudden, give it sleep 2 and fully restore its health? Oh. Not my day. Weapons gain more power, proactive identity. We tried that, did not work out. Taunt tiles, extra health, random armor, 10% discount chance. None of these are good. Okay, so we got an armor, and it'll have a little extra health. Battle start, give invincible to the tile that it points towards. There's our bat. Also, the rabbit's fan. When damaging a tile, gains a charge. Removes taunt from tiles it hurts. Also, hits an area. Or give adjacent attack tiles 2 power per consumable on your board. Fragile. After 2 turns, give shield to 1 random adjacent tile. Level this thing up. That just means a little bit more damage and health. Ooh, another mouse. Yeah, that would just keep the health going higher. I only have 3. We're gonna have to sell something. Because I want to get this in here, and I want to keep the gun because I need something. So well... Oh, I guess it could give invincible to the fan. Well, it's something. Okay. Oh, he... Okay, he's not reviving. It's the mushroom right side! When adjacent tile is halved, give it +7 health and taunt. An additional 5 health if the mushroom left side is adjacent to mushroom right side. Let's get the fan. Level that up. Adjacent to 3 tiles gains taunt and health. The strange egg. It's unique. After 1 battle on your board, the egg hatches into the battle buddy. We have to do that. There's no question. It must happen. He gets on the board. Don't really have any particular location. I'm not doing anything. Why are you taking so little damage here? Applying sleep to the target tile, too. Wait, why is that so much health? Did I... Why is that so much health? I thought we were gonna do the mouse. Ah. Whatever, we weren't doing anything. Alice is not my my best hero, I'd say. But we got a flamingo, the battle buddy. It's the croquet thing. Takes 1 damage every time it attacks. Tactiles get thorns. Merge Joker. Core weapons get +7 power. Now, I'm actually not using core weapons this time as much. We're going to try to get rid of those. When a child survives due to invincible, give it 10 health. Now, I've got like 1 invincible. It's not a ton. I don't know if we really should build around it. But nothing's really build defining. If I get the Merge Joker, I could double up with the Battle Buddy. That would be fun. Yeah, 28 health, 24 damage. I'm okay with that. And when adjacent consumable is used, give it +1 use. It's not bad. So now everything just changed because the Battle Buddy has to go first with multi-hit, right? Like everything's changed. This thing is just not working the way I'd envisioned. So do poison. Adjacent attack tiles gain taunt. Okay, I could give it a tactile taunt, and then like we could have this thing with all that health. We can give it taunt, and then it gets invincible. Invincible's not shield though; it's a little bit different. It's not, you know, it survives 1 hit. It doesn't get infinite hits there. Still would be kind of interesting. But we can give the trigger, we can get +1 use on the chain attack. Like, I want to make that work. So before we, like, this is probably getting sold. No, this is probably getting, so they both need to go. Which one do we like? Less. See, I could do something like this. And we could actually get this mouse triggered again, because it is 3 gold a turn. Like, we're trying to get that. It just hasn't triggered. Alright, we'll try it. Okay, so we've got you. We got you. And then adjacent consumable is you. I could give this thing taunt. Like, we could do this taunt thing. Give it +3 more damage. And it's got the multi-hit. Seems like a lot of work for 3 damage when it's already got 24, though. Let's just get the other fan. Ooh. It's better than this. I still need taunts. I really need taunts. We could do this thing. Like I can't do it. I could sell this and do that. Maybe that's what I do. What do we get? All right. I can't play it. If I rearrange, maybe. Like, I could potentially bring this back down. But I don't know if the fan is going to trigger first. I think it does. I think it goes from top to bottom. I think the fan triggers first then. If I move this down, though, I could potentially... There's a way, right? There's a way, but I'm not going to. So you're going to have to wait a turn. Or we just move these guys out. Well, we really want to just combine these, but I don't have the 1 gold. I'm just going to wait. We'll see how well the flamingo goes. Desperately looking for some taunts. On my side. Oh, we almost just took that out. How many? That's so many multi-hits. Go! Yes! Alright. That worked. That worked. Got a new profile image from leveling up. I don't know if I want that. Oh yes, but now when consumables have been triggered 5 times, which we're going to trigger, we're actually able to do that now. Yeah, I was pretty excited about the flamingo there. Damage a tile, gains a charge. Charge, next attack applies sleep. That's probably... Are we thinking that's better than the... Our money combo really isn't paying off. If I sell everything, though, I can probably just get the fan. But it wouldn't level it up yet. We have to get 2 more to be able to combine the 2 tier 2s into a tier 3. But I could buy it. I think I do want this. We're gonna give invincible to both. So we're gonna sell this and do this. So when adjacent tactile is damaged, and it's getting damage on its own, so this is definitely getting the invincible, and it will also give invincible to our hero. That's got to be good. I could still sell this, but I think we're gonna try one more time to trigger the gold here. Oh, hold on, I completely forgot. We've got the white rabbit. When you have 1 attack tile left, gains taunt. If he survives, receive another white rabbit tile, but he's fragile. Fragile means if he's destroyed, he's removed permanently. Sorry, I was just finishing up dinner. I don't feel like he's safe at all. Although the flamingo might be. He is my battle buddy. He might make him safe. Like, I could just throw this down. I could do this instead. I think that's way better because this is a taunt. Like this whole thing, we're about to dump this whole thing. And this is a taunt, so it is getting destroyed, and that's going to give the Flamingo, that gives everyone the 4 attack. Like, we'll actually get to use that then. Whether or not... Now, this is only when we have 1 attack test. So as long as we have the Flamingo, like, this will stay alive. I think that's okay. We're going to run with it. Okay, there's the 1 hit. He's got invincible. We're already putting stuff to sleep. We're hitting again. We're still on our first turn. $27 damage to the hero. Almost one-shot it. It's got shield now. Shield gone. And another 27 damage. Okay, I'm okay with this. Okay, the rabbits are multiplying. We can combine it and give it a little bit more health. First, it's trinket time. Anytime a tile uses its charge effect, give it plus 10 health. I have a single charge. Your charge shall start with 1 charge. Copy card they can use to create a level 1 copy of a tile. We could get another. We can get a level 1 of the Battle Buddy. Shop start gives you 3 coins every turn. Honestly, I'm all about the Battle Buddy. Ooh, we can get the golden of that. Now, we won't be able to merge the Battle Buddy without some other thing, and I don't even know if it can be found or what. So we might hold on to this until it's possible. Or actually, no, we just play it. We just drop the Twin Hunger now. Like, that just needs to go. Oh my. Whenever it's damaged. Oh, I guess it's only it's a consumable. Ah. Because I was thinking every time it damaged. This damages 1 every time it attacks. And it's attacking like 4 times. So it'd be like plus 20 damage. Oh, costs 2 to combine. Okay, well, we got something here. Well, if I get rid of this, if I sell it, I might be able to get... I won't be able to get all the tiles down. Here, let's combine you. Maybe I'll get something to sell. Wrathrose. When adjacent tile is damaged, give the attack tile that Wrathrose points towards... That is what I was looking at! Okay. Now we need to make sure that... See how that can fit. Because every time it's taking damage from any source, so this thing's gonna get so much damage. I just need to make it work. We might drop the vial, or at least move the vial. Right? We can do that. I'd like to get this on the board. I'd also like to get another weapon on the board. I've got no money. I can sell this for 3. If we do decide to sell, like, because I'm not getting anything out of that either, like, we could sell some of these things. So 3 will let me play the armor or the weapon. I got... Oh, that's worth 5. We're gonna make this work. We're gonna make this work. In fact, I'd like to combine those, but still. Gonna be great if I can move everything, and I mean everything, over by 1 tile. Go vertical here. And then by moving everything over by 1 tile, I'll have 2 spots here, and I could get somebody else touching this. One of my 4 tiles here, like the armor. Not the armor. The fan. Now we're gonna keep the healing draught, all that focus on here, but normally you'd be healing this armor. That would definitely be your normal approach. I need to be careful I don't accidentally have something attack before the buddy. Because there's not another slot for this. So I think instead, this thing's just gonna come back out again. Boo. If I sell this, it'll let me combine. We'll get something else. What is it? What is it? The Pearl Cracker destroyed. Deals 1 damage to all tiles and +1 damage per additional Pearl Cracker on your... What? I don't have any way to get this destroyed unless I try to get it destroyed by the swords here, which already hasn't really worked. And why would I want all my stuff to take a damage? I mean, I guess that this does. This would gain the charge. Or we'd lose the shield because of the damage. Like it's 50-50 on whether that we benefit. I don't like it. For 4, I don't like it. Because we're at the point now where we could sell this and buy the bat. I think I'm okay with that idea. Okay, I'm happy. Let's go. Sorry, that took just shy of forever. So he's doing the charge thing. He only has the 2 weapons. What is that? Merge thing. Hold on. Hold on. He's got the merge joker out here. But he has... You're supposed to use it on something. Okay. You do you, man. Well, we're already triggering that. Stuff's asleep. The Joker is asleep. That's why it's out there. All right, and do we get another hit? I don't even know. Okay, there we go. Oh, he's back. And he's gone. Okay, we won thrice. We got a life back. All right, I'm feeling much better. We got the left and right sides. Hold on. Oh, the reward wasn't a life. It was a level up on this, which is huge. The sandwich. The cake. Oh, it doesn't get a second use. It's okay. I don't think I'm gonna do this though. Okay, so the left side, when adjacent tiles have, deal 3 damage to it and give it 6 thorns. Give an additional 3 thorns to the mushroom side. It's a lot of thorns, guys. I don't really have room for the left and right. Like, we kind of have blocked ourselves off. I'd have to rearrange everything, and I don't know if it's possible. I like the idea of it, but I just don't know if we have room for a 2x2 square. Uh-oh, Cardella, are we losing stream? YouTube is not receiving enough to maintain smooth streaming. So buffering's gonna happen on YouTube, it's saying. And I'm getting unstable. Network connection detected, average stream bitrate too high on Twitch. What? So it's too low on YouTube, too high on Twitch. Cardella and I have been working relentlessly on trying to get this thing to be a much more smooth experience, and we might have failed again. Destroyed, apply stun to the attacking tile. I don't have a way to give it taunt. I'm going to skip these. As fun as they sound, I'm going to skip them. I don't think that's the build we're doing. I am going to grab this, though. We like potions. Oh, here's that thing. The unique. Damages all adjacent tiles to half health and restores them to full health again. Okay. Do I have... what? Do I have anything? Because I think I just passed up on something that would have done the half health benefit. I think I just passed that. Like, potentially we could lock this in case we can get something like that, where if it, you know, when it gets half, it triggers, and we're like, okay, we're doing the build now. The stream's been stable. Starting's only happened for a few seconds. It's still giving me an error on both. So I can't quite tell if it's still happening. And then I don't know what to do about it. We've messed with all the settings. We might still need to bite the bullet and try to get a modem. We've gotten a router, and the router clearly improved performance. Like, there's no doubt about that. But something about OBS does not like it, and I'm not sending the right signal or whatever because all my other things are having problems now with the new router. Well, not necessarily because of it, but just there's another problem maybe further downstream from now that we solved one problem, we've revealed the next. And whatever it is. So the router is new and improved, but the modem is still a 3.0. What is it? How do you pronounce it? Doxus? We might need to get a 3.1. That's the current standard. I've heard 4.0 is on the horizon, but it's not available yet. Damage gives charge tiles plus a charge. So if this were moved over, I could fit that armor there. If we move, yeah, we could do that. And it's on sale. We just wanted some taunt stuff to keep everything strong. I'd like to get this out there, but we are... I mean, I could do the white rabbit thing again, but there's no benefit. I could pay one to have the other white rabbit out, and that's just another chance to have a taunt if we need it. It's a lot of potions. I don't like it. I say we attack more. Do more things. Sleep them all. Multi-hits. Multi-hits. You have no turn at all. Good day, sir. Ha ha. Be gone. That went very nice. Damage. The drink me bottle. There's the half thing. Okay, when adjacent attack tile is, it would gain shield. The problem is 3 tiles. Umbrella. After 2 turns, gives shield to random adjacent. Not bad, not bad. Taunt. Damage. Gains his charge. Charge. When damaged, applies sleep 3 to attacking tile. That's not bad. I can't fit it, but it's not bad. I don't think we're going to go for the halving thing. I think that's a bigger build than what I've really got going. This is consumed. I wonder if we get a second charge if I have enough of these. We'll lock that. Unlock that. I don't think I'm gonna have room for this. I think it's a fine taunt item, but I just don't think we're gonna have room. Let's reroll. There's our sandwich. What's this? Cookies! When a tile falls asleep, give adjacent tiles 5 health. We are doing some sleep with our ability. We're not doing a ton. But we're doing some. And it's a smaller sort of tile. Can't afford to combine those yet, but unless we sell this. Yeah, that gives ammo. 20 health, 12 power. Okay, okay. I'm not getting you taunt. I'm okay with all this. Oh, look! It's another battle buddy! Ah, I forgot about that. Okay, so that actually would let us get golden. We just need to get it out there. Okay, I'm excited. We can get a golden battle buddy. Okay, this a lot more taunts happening over there. A lot of thorns. 20 damage with the overshield. The spillover, 20 damage on the hero. And the sleep. Oh no, we just slept our own weapon. No. He's got some big damage on his weapons. Yeah, and then that's gonna taunt on my own weapon there. But the sleep did help. He wasn't able to use the 24 damage till just now. Got several extra hits. Okay, multi-hits, let's go. Okay, down to 1 health. We have thorns! We have thorns, chat! Alright. Battle Buddy. OP. Officially OP Battle Buddy. Alright. Wow, that would just always be adjacent to tactiles plus 2 power? This one's only the one it's pointing to. This is just infinitely better. Oh yeah, because that's D tier, this is B tier. That makes sense. That makes sense. So we might just swap this out. I mean, I could potentially still have it if I can fit it. This is great. What are you? An adjacent tile loses shield. Give the first adjacent attack tile invincible. Okay, okay. You guys haven't seen this one. There's no taunt. It gains taunt, and it has thorns. But we want this. We need to fit it. So if I do this, we can get that on the board without really any other big changes. We're gonna sell this rabbit because I got a golden. And then what this would do is this is giving 4 to you. This would give 2 and 2. Like I want to buy it and then level this. Like I think we'll wait until this is leveled. Or until next turn when we can combine the buddies and we'll have room again. Because I think this is still fine. With this having multi-hit, I think this is still priority. More damage on this rather than some damage on my hero. Give it a reroll. Mad Hat. First time only damage. Deals 2 damage to all opponent's tiles. For every 2 coins, give power. That's nice. That's nice. Ooh. Grab that. What would you do? 2 random tiles. That's not bad. Freeze that. These still aren't bad either, and especially with one on sale. Like, we might just hold everything and then try to see what we can do once those are all combined. You have a lot of potions. All those potions are encircling that armor, and I just one-shot that armor. Right? When adjacent tile loses shield, adjacent thing needs shield. Yeah, adjacent tile is damage, gives it health. We just completely leapfrogged his entire board. Everything was built around that one taunt. There's no more taunt. Sorry. Okay, hero down. Say that worked out. Okay, energy suit level. $54 health, 48 damage. And then we can knock it in half if we needed to. I don't know. It's a thing. 3 uses. We're not doing destroyed effects. Poison effects, we're not doing poison. We want to use this. This is golden already. I don't need this unless we're trying to get it golden, and I don't know. Since I've got this thing, we could do the halved thing. I just don't know. Be nice to have this affect both, and then have this affect him. The problem is this isn't touching the. Oh, no, that's not an arrow. That doesn't have to. Oh, that's what's giving invincible to Alice as well. No, it only is a one-time consumable. So unless I have it next to this thing, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Now, unless we sell something, or I could like take this off, because it's not a huge buff right now. I don't know if we need the rabbit. I could potentially spend one and spend one more to combine these rabbits, just to have a bonus of, because it would basically break even, right? Because we could sell, if we're not using whatever it is, the bonus item, this. They're superb dice, though. This tile's on your board, receive 1 E tier level tile. Early game, that's something. So if we drop this, I would have 3 total tiles. I could potentially figure out a way to make this work, but really, I don't think that's the build for that. I don't think it's the build at all for that. So I think we're not gonna do these. I could grab this. It is on sale. Boots. Adjacent tiles, +1 power for each level 2 or 3 tile on your board. I could potentially try to sneak that over here and tag these other weapons and make them useful. Like this bat is really not doing anything. Gloves. Taunt. Damage. Deals 6 damage to adjacent tiles with destroyed effect. Okay, so it blows up your own destroyed stuff, which we're not doing that build. Damage, give adjacent tiles health. feel like this isn't terrible. We can make these things useful. The problem is, can we still make all this fit? Yeah, all right. That should, I can do that, right? Oh, but now the fan is attacking first. So if we move you up, how do we make this work? Like so? Because that's the chain attack. We're triggering the chain attack multiple times. Okay, okay. Oh, we can level this. That's great. Just enough. Huh. I'm really pleased with our build right now. I'm gonna re-roll because we can still sell for 5, for 8 more. So we still have like 9 to spend here. Adjacent attack tiles 2 power and 2 health for each adjacent attack. Don't have room. Don't have room. When it's damaged, give it 3 health and remove all debuffs. It could be interesting, but it's only the one use. I think we're just gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it, chat. Off we go. Can we go first? We do. All right, Battle Buddy. Show us what you got. 48 damage. He gets a bunch of extra health for that. Multi-hits. Take out all the things. Sleep the things. More multi-hits. Overkill on the weapon. That's his own item causing the overkill. Okay, he's got multi-hit. We got shields. He's up to 50 damage on his hero, but his hero is currently asleep. Did not kill that weapon. We did get to use our shield. Using our shield again. That was big because he would have one-shot me. Okay, good. If I didn't have that shield, he would have killed me right there. That was actually very close, even though we were doing 100 damage with this thing. With the flamingo. It was very close. Hey, the gunblade! Yeah, if you're doing the ammo build, this guy's great. The attacks deal 50% more damage if he has ammo, and he hits an area. It's not bad. It's on sale, I'm gonna grab that. Okay, we have tier 2. Or sleep effects applied by adjacent tiles last 1 turn longer. Ooh. If I were willing to move that away from the armor, which I'm not, I could squeeze that in next to our hero. Otherwise, there's really not a lot of room next to the hero. When adjacent tile attacks, give adjacent attack tiles. Okay, we could get a lot out of that, but I think it's too little too late. When any tile falls asleep, give all adjacent tiles like 5 health. That's actually really great as well. But we're only getting like the 1 sleep at the start. It's not as huge of a deal. Level that. Give adjacent attack tiles plus 2 power per consumable on your board. It's not bad either. I've got a few. Yeah, destroyed. So it's got thorns and it applies stun, but I have to get it taunt for it to actually get targeted, and I don't have. We're just not doing that build. So I'm not gonna do that. Let's do you. The combine. Got an item. Get the combine. Got an item. You can't combine further, sadly. They're worth 6, so I could still sell one of those. But I don't have room for 2 slots like this thing. Well, I guess I could if I just take both bunnies out. But the thought was this one's actually mildly useful. He gains taunt after a few turns, and he'll probably have shield. Right? Because this thing. So like, I feel like that one's mildly useful. If I grab this, we'll be able to do golden. If I can afford it. We got another one, so we can. Give it plus 2 uses. 3 times. That's pretty awesome. And then that, so this has a lot more damage now. Okay, okay. We're still rolling here. Yeah, you can do a whole sleep build, I'm sure. I was kind of hoping for a 1 tile, but I think we'll have to be happy with what we got. This is pretty great. So let's go. Let's go. Yeah, that's a lot of consumables. He's hitting first. All the consumes. There's a sleep. Good night. And the hero's down. Oh, and he's back! He was almost down. Sleep him again! It's still my first turn! Okay, now we still need to do other weapons. I guess this is my second turn now. I don't even know, but that was pretty amazing. I think we just won. I think that was our last battle. Okay, I think that one's going on the dueling. Build autosaved in Duels. All right, chat. I don't know if you've been playing along. I don't know if you have been at all, but this code that you're seeing on your screen right now, you can enter this to challenge me if you have your own character to duel. You can challenge my hero. And I can share that here. I'll share it in chat for anyone who missed it. And then we can go to Duels. And so this was the... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where is it? Where's my build? Autosave. See, 2 out of 3. I only have 1 here. There it is. Okay, it was hidden underneath. It was hidden underneath. We're good. Everything's good. I don't have to delete it, but there we go. So this is the one. Hey, Head Asher, what did I share? I shared the code for anyone who wants to duel the hero that I just won the game with. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna click that now, and I could potentially enter. What happens is if you play through and you get a winning run, so you have all 10 wins, you get a winning run, you could then put that code that I just put in chat. You put that code right here. You submit, and then your hero can challenge my hero. And but what we can do right now is I can actually go ahead and challenge other people. And there's actually, these are all other like content creators. And I failed to submit mine, although I will try see if they'll do a late submission. But I you know, you can see how like there's multiple submissions or whatever. I just didn't. These are all like December 5th. You can see the dates even. What's kind of cool is that on whoever it is, you can click them, and then I do believe some of them will have a link to their, you know, their Twitch or YouTube or whatever, right? There's builds of the month eventually. Very cool stuff. So we're gonna back, and we're gonna just challenge a random build, Shadowwalker 227, and we're gonna duel it. Here we go. He's a level 11. He knows what he's doing. But we're attacking first. He's only got one taunt. He's doing the whole start a combat, deal like half damage and heal it back up thing. No, I'm already asleep. Ah! We'll have my revenge. Sleeping again, it's insane. Remember I mentioned there are such things as a sleep build? A sleeper build? I think we found one. Alright, wake up. I need my battle partner here. Has not got an attack. It's almost dead already. How is that one thing not dead yet? It's all asleep again. Wow, this thing is not attacked yet. There goes our weapon. That was our chance. It never attacked. I went first and it never attacked. What? I want a rematch. So what's happening is you've got this battle start. So this is before I get to go first, the battle start. Damage all adjacent tiles to half health, then restores them to full. So they get the effect of being damaged, which means all the consumables trigger. And when adjacent tiles is damaged, give it... And basically when all the consumables trigger, you're going to get this, the ability, the hero power here to make everything go to sleep. Which, if we can just have it not target my battle buddy, then I think we got a chance. And of course he's going first this time, so everything's different now. There's the damage. The auto everything, triggering everything, and then he's going to heal, or he's going to sleep. He's healing as well. Here goes the one more potion and the sleep. I need to attack. Okay, this is up. I can sleep things now too, if everything goes well. Here's his one hit. Now I get to attack. We didn't take this thing out, which puts me to sleep. Ah, this thing when it damaged... Apply sleep 3 to the attacking tile. So, whatever. It won't die. And then whatever that weapon is put me to sleep. Wait, I didn't sleep anything? I just used my ability and I didn't sleep anything. Alright, well... I was all confident here. Do a different random guy. He gets to go first again. Okay, it's a Deathbloom Cannon build. Wow. That thing hurt. So the cannon, we need to take it out before it gets a ton of health. It does this much damage to everything on my board, which right now is going to kill my hero. I think I've got an invincible. The cannon's asleep. There goes my shield as well. Oh, but there's the hero kill. Are you coming back? You are. Arg. No! No! Okay. Alright, thorns? Thorns, yes! Alright. 134 damage on that. So it actually keeps track of your stats. We're 1 and 2 now. We're gonna just keep going. Now, I don't know if it keeps track of other people challenging you. I have no idea about that, so that would be pretty cool. I've never seen Wally here. When adjacent tile is destroyed, give adjacent attack tiles. Thorns! Oh my, look at all these extra hits he's gonna do, and he's gonna have thorns. Adjacent attack powers 3 and 3 for each adjacent attack. Okay, okay. There's gonna be a lot of thorns, and he's gonna revive these things a bunch. Interesting. A lot of multi-hit incoming. Yeah, so this thing's gonna get revived, so he's gonna do the tons of thorns. Wow, this is gonna be tons of thorns. Put some of that to sleep. Or to sleep. I'm a little scared about this thorns. My goodness, it's still reviving. I'm still attacking though. Alright, stay down. Alright, it's down to 1 health. We've got a shield. Also, we've got thorns, so if he attacked... We've got some thorns, very little, but if he's got 1 health. How many thorns did we take? 42 thorns damage! And he gets a revive! Oh no! Okay, I'm gonna use shield here just to not die. Okay, very important. But thorns! Thorns! You thought you had thorns! Oh, he's reviving. I was the guy with thorns until I wasn't. Oh, there's the save from death. I'm out of tools. Take him out. Easy peasy. I had him right where I wanted him. He thought he had thorns. But you only borrowed the thorns. I was born in it, molded by it. Okay, this looks like just an absolute ton of max health and damage, but I don't see anything wild about it. Go, go. Get him. That weapon comes back still. Those sleep things. Get the hero. Alright. Do you have a revive? I don't know if you do. You do. Still going though. How many hits does it get? It's just mean. 100 damage, 5 or 6 hits. There's no finesse to this. We're just pummeling. All right. It turns out this is a decent board. We just had an amazingly difficult board our first guy. We're like, let's challenge him a couple of times, you know? But I do like that it keeps track of the stats of a build, and I wonder if incoming challenges will add to those stats. That's what I hope. I think that'd be really cool, because so that way you guys challenge, I'll be able to see if I'm winning or if I'm losing against you, right? Because I've got that number. That's what's shared in chat if you scroll up a little. Cardella, you gonna go to bed? Thank you. Yeah, stream has definitely been more stable. We only had that one incident. Let's just hope for the best. But we shouldn't have the incidents at all. But it's been better than last time. So let's count our blessings. Thank you for all your help. Cardella was like several hours over this weekend helping me out with this, so really appreciate the help. Have a good night, my friend. Okay, looks like it's still turn 1. Okay, half his board's gone. He's down to 1 health, but it was turn 1. Now it's turn 3. Yeah, this is definitely like an aggro build. If they're allowed to survive like all that sleep stuff that the first guy was doing to me, where I was unable to burst him down, then we had problems. But yeah, we definitely can do some bursts. And I think I want to submit this to the team and if they'll accept it, maybe you'll get to have that just added to the list for everybody. Go to sleep. Oh, because he had shield. Oh, there was the spillover. We almost just took out the hero with the spillover. He's got a fair amount of shield. All right, no more shield. Go away. Hero time. Do you have revive? You do, but 1 less. I'm not sure what's giving you revive. Your first attacking tile. Okay, so it's just that. Okay. Alright, you are out of weapons. You are defenseless. You are dead. Very cool. Let's we're gonna back out here. We're gonna do one more run. We might call it a day after that. But we should be able to do some extra customization. I think we unlocked some stuff, right? It was the profile image we unlocked. I like my hedgehog. We got this new frame though, we'll do that. The Iron Hedgehog. Be a pretty good band name, right? Iron Hedgehog. Let's go back to Wukong. Ooh, a gourd build right off the bat. Could do something with that. Spread out all the damage now. Of course, we're not going to have the musket get attacked. Here, finish the musket, please. Yes. So I got some gold there. That was the whole idea. We should be able to finish him off. Good, good. Ooh, first 2. I could potentially throw it on there. I also want to get an armor of some sort. Oh, mistakes. Mistakes. I want to undo. This won't do any good. I guess we can maybe shift like so? Okay, whatever. It's something. So there's our heal. Ugh. We are spreading all of our damage out. Hero! No, it wasn't lethal. Hero again? No, he's getting me. Oh, but I get more money. Okay, fine. Copy card thing, because we can copy the ruse charm. That's right. I don't know if we're gonna go any ammo build. Like the musket isn't really gonna stick around, I don't think. Ah! Okay, we got his other weapon, but he's still doing 9 damage. He won't kill me. I think we'll be okay. Yeah. And we're still getting extra cash. So like this is something we kind of wanted to have going. The early game gourd. First attacking tile, power and revive. Like this is very useful. Thorns for everybody. Copy card that can be used to create a level 1 copy tile. Again, we could do all the copies on the charms here. Revive the first destroyed accessory with full health. We could definitely play around that. Or we just go with our attacking tile and we can make that our hero if we want. That's just simple. And damaging a tile, gain a charge. This applies confusion. Give it invincible when you kill a tile. This has the spillover, not a fan. Every 3 turns, give adjacent tiles. Okay. We're gonna swap these. I want my hero to be the first one, I think. Is this like backpack? That's my understanding, though I have not played Backpack Battles, but that is my understanding. It is very much a auto battler with inventory management, and that's my understanding of what that is. So I would say yes. That's better. I'd like to get you over by the hero too, though. Galahad wants a dad joke. Is it time? What did the bee say after getting home from work? What did he say after getting home from work? He said, "Honey, I'm home." Yep, Turbo, you got it. You got it. All right, very similar over there. Looks like he had a little bit more damage. Well, maybe not. We've got the revive. And our hero has more health and damage. That's getting us money. You've heard that one before? Fair. Ooh. Okay, got some goodies here. So we're gonna buy this, but I'm not gonna place it just yet. When adjacent tile attacks, it applies poison. I've never been able to get. Oh wow, we got. Okay, we got a lot to do. I want all of this. I don't want this. So this gives +2 power to adjacent attack tiles, but for each connected charm, it gives +1 to adjacent attack tiles. So we can get more damage if these are next to each other rather than on top. But we'll get this one, we'll get 2 units, 2 tiles the damage instead of, like this would only be him, but this would get both. And potentially if I sell this, I think we might be able to get that golden, so hold on. When adjacent tile is damaged, give it 3 health and remove all debuffs. Also, we can just get a freebie taunt here. And what's nice about this is I can just get something else to have taunt. So I can, like, this potion, which is already going to be used up, can still defend me. But I won't be able to play that just yet. Unless I could sell this and play this, but I think I'm happy with this. 3 health, 4 health. So this could be 1 less health but removes debuffs. I don't think we're quite to the debuff stage. Also, potentially I could swap. Yeah, I actually can just swap. I can sell this because I'm not doing anything with it. We sell that and pick this up, and it's just 1 more health, 1 more damage. With ammo, but it's not a big deal. It's shooting last. But I kind of like the snake oil here. I don't know if we can make it work or not, but I kind of like it. We don't have a bunch of multi-hits and all that yet. Ooh, he's got thorns. Just 1, I guess. Oh, and he's gone. Oh, Turbo, I'm sorry. You think Hive heard that one before? Turbo. Excellent. Well done. I will give you, in your grading, you get a B. Copy card. So we can do a bunch of copies. Tactiles that hit multiple targets deal to extra damage secondary. I'm not using that yet. I'd love to see that later. Tactiles have thorns. Reroll the shop free 3 times per round, which would actually let me find what I want, but I don't know what I want. Like, we could do something with revives. We're already reviving you and reviving this. Like, that could be a big theme for us. Ooh, and actually, I can actually play that. Oh, I gotta get my trinket. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. Copy card, thorns, or do the fishing. I'm not gonna do this. Let's do the fishing. It's real early. Adjacent tiles gains thorns. We could have a lot of thorns here. So the hairpin will give the golden rope taunt, and then this will apply taunt to the weapon and lower the attack power of the weapon. It's okay. It's okay. It's not amazing, but it's okay. We potentially -6 attack power. When an attack tile hits this tile, apply spillover to that attack tile. And with all these taunts, like potentially we could still have the aura for all the taunts to have thorns. And we can also use our duplicate thing here too. I think we're leaning towards thorns over this poison idea. Because I don't really have multi-hits happening. This will still trigger off the shiv, I think. Now I do think I want to link those up because it's affecting too many guys. Let's sell this one and get another one of that. Or we just hold on to it. So we lock you. Potentially, we could just... I might lock this other recurring shiv. We might just have all the resurrects, and there might be something to do with resurrects here in a second. It might be worth it. I don't think we're going to keep the poison, even though I've really wanted to try poison build. I don't think the gourd's going to be that useful that much longer. With this thing being on sale, I'm gonna save that too. Okay. I think I can do better with my arranging. The gourd and the potion don't need the thorns at all. Got to level up. When adjacent attack tile destroys a tile, give it 10 health. Not bad. The tile is revived on your board, gains 3. See, now we're talking. Now we're talking. When adjacent tile is destroyed, revive it. Yeah, so these are all the revives. Yes. Every 3 turns give a health, which I think is just not... It's 1 health to all of them, like per adjacent tile. So if I can surround it, it potentially could be something. We've already spent all of our gold. But what I want to do... I want to have this, because this has taunt. I want to have that next to that. So it has thorns as well. And I can potentially unlock this right here. Yeah, if we unlock that one, throw that down there, throw this here. Seems okay. And do we consider shuffling? If this were up here, then it would have the thorns, and it's reviving. It's going to take several hits of those thorns. This could, and we could do this. Like, it loses some damage. 12, 15. But we would get the thorns. I don't know if that's worth it. Do we lock this in too? I guess we do. We're really not caring about the harpoon. Or the pistol for that matter. This is 2, this is 3. That's only a one time. This is a consumable. If this was all the time, I'd be all about it. It's only the one time. All right, Matthew, with the rematch. Yeah, because now we're getting the revives with the thorns, so it's just that many more thorns hits. I forgot about my gourd. Ooh, nice. Took a little longer, but we got there. Charge tiles. We want Thorns and Resurrects. Lose an echo to gain 3 A tier tiles. All your attack tiles get shield. Or 1 extra weapon. These are not my theme. A tier tiles. Let's do the shield. This makes me sad. First adjacent attack tile, a chain attack. Yes, please. So we want a lot of this. That's about it, isn't it? I could sell this and maybe get something else. It sells for 3, so I could potentially get this and play it. And we get something else, so what is that gonna be? The ammo! Potentially that's 3 more damage on this thing. Like that's a you need the harpoon, like this makes the harpoon build something. But we're not. It sells for 3. I'll sell it next turn. I don't have any need. I guess I could sell. I could get this and double something. Just gonna go as is. But I figured between the thorns, the revives, the shields, we're just trying to maximize annoyance. I was hoping for my trinket to be like double your thorns or something. I don't know what else is out there. These guns are worthless, kind of. Fire! Not bad. Some good progress here. We need to make sure our hero is doing the most. He's got the multi-hit. I can sell that later. Up against AI, or is it Al? It's AI. Okay, that's some health on your hero. You got your shield as well. There goes your taunts though, so now you're just down to your shields. And the thorns are using up some shields, that's good. So we get to do full hits now. Oh my. Oh my, what? Whoa! I was not prepared for that. Ow. Nice work. This thing. I don't know how it came back with like 13 life. Why are we hitting that? Must have had taunt, I don't know. Hey, stop gaining life. You need to lose it now. I have revive. One more revive here. Hero? Yes! No revive now, right? Yeah! I was a little worried. A little worried there. Ooh. It's happening! The Recycle Buddy is here! Wally! Destroys a tile. Hero tile gains health and power. Yeah, so we're gonna grab Wally. And then it gives attack tiles thorns. Right now, it kind of seems like it needs to be just kind of in this neighborhood. Whenever adjacent tile is destroyed, so I need to have the recurring shivs. In fact, I need to go ahead and swap this one out for this. So let's think about this, right? Like, go ahead and sell this. Okay, and then just move for a second. Now, you don't have taunt yourself unless I get taunt to you. But he's got thorns himself. Is that because of this thing? It might be because of this thing. Yeah, it's because of the mirror. Okay, so the mirror isn't required to be next to this thing. Potentially, we do something like that. I'd like the thorns. I need to move all this over or something. I want the thorns on the shield as well. And then we want to have the revive next to this. I'm just thinking it out loud here, guys. I'm just thinking out loud. Give adjacent attack tiles 3 thorns. This needs to move up. Like, it needs to... It needs to be elsewhere. You need to be right in the middle of things, chat. I'm gonna revive that with 10% health. That's not amazing. I'd rather revive the rope, because the rope gets an extra benefit. That gets the revive. This doesn't have to be touching that. Oh, those aren't getting thorns. It's not, the thorns isn't, this thorns is no longer hugely important because we're getting extra thorns. But I'd like to benefit from as much as possible. Potentially throw this taunt right here. And actually, we'd like this one to be the one to, because the spillover will be huge when he only has 10% life. That's actually more important. So. Oh, but this thing doesn't have taunt at all unless I have that thing there. Well, I guess I could do this, but this thing has taunt. This still doesn't, though. I could potentially have the Recycle Buddy have taunt itself. I don't need the Recycle Buddy next to the mirror. I also don't need it next to the brew. Maybe that doesn't do any different. Just thinking out loud here. Thinking out loud. This could have taunt. But it's just got the spillover thing, which I'm not a fan of. I'd like to get the shield back out, and to do that, I'm willing to sell the other two things, I think. And then we could put the shield just right up here next to this. I guess does this have to be next to a tactile? Yeah, I don't want you really next to my hero. It's kind of risky. Right now that doesn't do anything. It's just on the board. Okay, so it's not min-maxed per se, but we're somewhere there. This gives adjacent to tactiles thorn. Hold on, this is a tactiles get thorns. Okay, you're gonna move over next to our hero then, aren't you? This would make it attack sooner. We're losing out on the damage here, but I'm trying here, I'm trying. Okay. This doesn't have much health, and these have the revives, so I feel like the thorns on them matter, but not so much on him. Okay, there's that weapon. I lost my shield. He's out of shields. Close up. Lose all the rest of my shields. It's useful just to get rid of that, isn't it? Oh, this isn't going to revive a tile next to Wally, is it? Need to move these. Oh, nice. Another level on that. 5 thorns. When adjacent tile is damaged, give adjacent attack tiles 2 health. That's really nice. I don't have room. It's really nice, though. When adjacent tiles halved, give all tiles in your board 2 health. Also potentially really nice. I want... I'll swap these again, aren't I? That's better. Yeah. Either way, even if this revives the weapon there, that's fine. This I would like to put back over here, I think. Wally! Nice. I want to get another way to make... Oh, nice. Make more taunts. I want to make the Recycle Buddy into a taunt. Poison 3 to the target. I don't have room unless we were to get rid of one of those. I think not. Sell for 4. Do I have any way to make this room? Make room for this? Adjacent attack tile destroys a tile. I don't know if I can make room for that either. Be nice to have a way for our hero to keep gaining stats. Totally forgot we have free rerolls. Completely forgot about that. Ooh, yeah, we want that. We'd like that too. I don't know if I can fit that. Yeah, where would I fit that? I guess I could put that instead of the gourd. We could do that now if we really wanted. How are we gonna get this next to Wally? I guess I swap this for the huddled shield. Because that's just, it's 8 health, but this is 9 health and a revive and another trigger of this. Yeah, it's in every way better. I just don't know if I can also get... I think I'd have to sell it in order to get this out there. Yeah, that's fine. That's a no-brainer. So I think I'd like to move... I'd like to have this right here. So we're just going to freeze that for next turn to do that. Because that's going to, whenever adjacent tile is destroyed, give adjacent attack tiles power. And we're going to destroy the Shiv a couple of times. It's not as much as I was thinking, really. Well, let's go. Let's go. Oh my, what is all this? Jam. When a tile's halved, give it sleep. Fully restore its health. Wow, okay, so you are going to have these taunts lasting a while, aren't you? Okay, I gotcha. There's a lot of charges to that, oh my. Wally's asleep, so I'm not getting the trigger. Wally! Everything's asleep. This is my least favorite type of build to fight. Ah! Almost. Ah, it's immune. Stop it. The thorns, yes! No, you're back again. No. Why is that thing not dead? Why are you sleeping me again? Hit the hero! Oh my goodness, hit the hero. And then it blows up. Hit the hero, please. And I'm down. Do I revive? I think I have my revive still. Okay, that weapon should be gone. And then I kill it, but you don't have thorns, right? Are you reviving again? Okay, then my thorns kills you. What happens? It's a tie. It's a victory! It counts! I'll take it! Wow, that was miserable. I mean, it was okay, but I didn't think we were gonna make it by the end there. Nice! We did it! Got our level up. Golden ring profile frame. Perfect timing. Okay. Very cool. If you want to fight this one, here's your code for that. I don't think this was nearly as comprehensive as our previous one. But it's still, you know, it's the thorns and all that. I'll favorite it just so it sticks around. If we can find it again. You can see 1 out of 3. It's supposed to be there. I hesitate. I could potentially delete this one because this is kind of a junk build. And maybe that'll refresh it, but I hesitate. Yep, there it is. All right. Okay. So now I'm out of throwaway builds. All right. I think we're about done, but let's do one more run with this because I was very excited about the Battle Buddy here. Like I think that was not run, but just like a random build, right? Like let's just you know, here we go. Just do a random. See if we can't get one more win under our belts. Remember, this was our, if we go first, the Battle Buddy just deletes everything, but he does have shields, which is sad. Sleep all the things. Break all the shields. And there goes the hero. Still turn 1. Still turn 1. Oh, but you revive! Still turn 1, though. I'm not done. I'm not done. Okay, now you get your turn. You get your turn. It's fine. Oh, and now we got you. I do like this build. This one we're sending to the devs. We'll see if they'll include it in the featured builds. I like it. So that one, once again, has its own code. That's this one here on the screen, the N7Z. Whereas the Y3R that we just shared a second ago, that was the other build that we just did with the Thorns. All right. That's kind of a cool thing. Again, this is all, it's just a cool feature. It does keep a win-loss record. I'm going to assume that at some point that's going to turn into like a leaderboard or something. It's just a cool feature, though, that you can have like a cool run, and then you can kind of keep playing it. You can't modify it anymore, but you can keep playing it. Very cool. And you can save up to 7 favorites. And then there's 3 that are auto-saved. If it's not bugged, it'll auto-save. And so, you know, they're just your most recent 3. One will fall off if you get a 4th. But you can favorite up to 7. So, it's a cool feature. Cool game. I am going to call it there, though. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did, too. Thank you for sticking around, hanging out, checking out the game along with me. We will probably be checking out some more different variety stuff tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you there. Just as we're closing out, though, well, let me say good night, and then I'll have other announcements. So thank you again. If you are here, have a good night. If you're brand new to the channel, don't forget, I do have a Discord that you are more than welcome to reach out at. As a pastor, I want to be able to be available to you, to encourage you, pray for you, answer any questions you might have, and I just want to have that as an option for you. Of course, you're always welcome to ask questions here in chat as well. But time for family. So thank you, everyone, and good night.